For the latest in strategic affairs, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the bell icon for updates.
Hello and welcome to Strat News Global. Over the past couple of years, India has been trying to climb the ladder on the technology front by adopting new methodologies or even launching new missions to be future ready with technology that will be used across the world by various sectors, including defense, space, and even the markets, financial markets, in terms of computing, in terms of trying to get faster processing in computers. And one of those missions has been the National Quantum Mission, which was launched by the Government of India with an allocation of nearly 6,000 crore rupees for kicking off the quantum mission. That's going to be the focus of this week's episode of Simply Nitin. I'm Nitin Gokhale. So what exactly is the National Quantum Mission and what is quantum computing or quantum technology? I've been fortunate to attend one closed-door roundtable conference earlier this week where the top officials from the Department of Science and Technology, which is going to actually conduct the National Quantum Mission, were talking and giving out details of what exactly it is going to achieve. So let me give you some basic details of this planned mission. So between 2023 and 2031, the National Quantum Mission aims to seed, nurture, and scale up scientific and industrial research and development and create a vibrant and innovative ecosystem in quantum technology, or QT. Now, India will only be the 7th country in the world to do this after US, Austria, Finland, France, Canada, and China. China, of course, has been putting in a lot of money for research and development of quantum technology for a long time. But India at least has now decided to try and catch up with the rest of the world and especially these countries. It's a long way to go. What is it going to do? Now, it will develop intermediate scale quantum computers with 50 to 100 physical qubits in 5 years and 50 to 1,000 physical qubits in 8 years. That is from 2023 to 2031. Now, what are qubits? You might ask, just like bits, 1 and 0 are the basic units of computer processing, like this computer processes in the bits system, that is 1 and 0. The qubits or quantum bits are the units of process by quantum computers. It's a complicated process and it's not easy to achieve. From what I heard at that roundtable, which was attended by all the scientific community which is involved, and some of the users and consumers who are trying to hook up with the developers. The mission, the National Quantum Mission, as I said, will help develop magnetometers with high sensitivity of precision timing like atomic clocks, communications and navigation. The satellite-based secure quantum communication between ground stations over a range of 2,000 kilometers within India is being developed. And there are 4 thematic hubs or T-hubs that are being planned. Now, what are these thematic hubs? They are quantum computation, quantum communication, quantum sensing and metrology, quantum materials and devices. Now, the significance in quantum technology-led economic growth is this, that it will make India one of the leading nations in development of quantum technologies and applications, QTA as they call it, ranging from healthcare and diagnostics, defense, energy and data security. Now, healthcare, you might ask why quantum technology is required. Apparently, when quantum technology is fully developed, you can just wear a helmet or a cap on your head or you can put it on an injured person, and all the necessary parameters are immediately then visible to the doctors or medical practitioners who want to treat the patient. after the parameters are known. So what's happening in the brain, what is the blood pressure, what is the extent of the wound, all that will be known by this technology when it is fully developed. Head-mounted display will be there if necessary. So this accelerates quantum technology. You might ask, what is it? I mean, those who are in science know it. There have been three major scientists in India in the early 20th century, famous scientists, C.V. Raman, Meghnad Shah, and Satyen Bose, who were quantum scientists or quantum scientists looking in the quantum field. Now, actually, one of the definitions that has been given is quantum technology is a field of science and engineering that deals with the principles of quantum mechanics, which is the study of the behavior of matter and energy at the smallest scale, at the atomic scale. That is the definition that has been given as far as quantum mechanics is concerned. Now, this quantum mission, which was launched, as I said, by the Department of Science and Technology, aims to catapult efforts across the nation to engineer and utilize delicate quantum features. Now, these four domains that I mentioned, quantum simulation, quantum communication, quantum computation and sensing and metrology, will actually be applied in aerospace and defense. For instance, numerical weather predictions can be faster, simulation will be faster. In space technology, if we get the quantum computers to compute the complicated definitions and formulas that have to be done for space technology, the leapfrogging of that technology will enable Indian space sector to actually develop much faster than others. That is where the range of quantum technologies are expected to act as disruptions. But more importantly, in the recent visit of Prime Minister Modi to the United States, both the US and India have come up with the Memorandum of Understanding for Quantum Technology, where the quantum technology ecosystem on either side will actually deal with what is the cutting-edge research on both sides. For instance, quantum advanced computing and artificial intelligence field will see India and United States to establish a joint Indo-US quantum coordination mechanism, which will facilitate joint research in private and public sector across the countries, both United States and India. India is also now going to participate in what is called the Quantum Entanglement Exchange and the Quantum Economic Development Consortium, which the US leads. The US-India Science and Technology Endowment Fund launched a 2 million grant for joint development and commercialization of artificial intelligence and quantum technologies. What does it do to make life easier? Now, this is what it will happen. It will enhance AI or artificial intelligence, which is going to be the technology of the future. Already ChatGPT is the talk of the world, talk of the town. Enhanced AI will mean that more efficient and accurate training of artificial intelligence models. Then better sensing and measurement, which I said is the quantum sensors, which can do environmental monitoring, weather changes, geological explorations, medical diagnostics. All that will happen. Increased computing power. As I mentioned, it is going to be much faster than the computers that we have today. The fastest of the computers today will be outpaced by quantum technology computers. Then there is the quantum encryption technique, which will be difficult to break through or hack by the hackers that we see, constant threats from the cyber criminals which are hacking into different systems, be it in atomic energy, in nuclear sciences, or in the nuclear field, or in the space sector. They will become much more secure if quantum technology is applied. But there is a caveat to this. There are, the disadvantages of quantum technology, and they are: one, the quantum properties can make mistakes in calculations if qubits get disrupted by the surrounding noise. Limited control. It is difficult to control and manipulate quantum systems, unlike what we have today. And quantum-powered artificial intelligence can have unintended consequences. The world might end up creating monsters, which nobody wants. We have seen those effects in sci-fi movies, but science fiction movies, but we don't want that to happen in real life. And the most important thing, the quantum technology is expensive. It is not easy to make it commercially viable. It is not easy to be made available for common consumers like you and me. And therefore, it is going to be limited application to be used by governments who can spend money in large quantum or large quantities, to be used only in specific areas like, as I said, of national security importance, which is space, defense, and maybe nuclear arsenal that countries like this develop, like India, China, US, the Russians. And therefore, it is not yet fully developed and fully easily accessible technology for the common people. But it was important to take note of quantum technology mission and what the government of India is doing. It is not being left behind. The world is going forward. These 6 other countries are already onto it. But India is able to catch up if this quantum mission technology, the quantum technology mission starts its work. It has already started and continues to get the private sector in for research, development and commercialization of applications of the quantum technology. I wanted to flag this. I know it's a slightly boring subject and it's different from the normal subjects that we discuss on Simply Nitin. But it is important to know that India is not lagging behind. India is looking at the future because the world will get completely, sort of changed if quantum technology becomes applicable in vital sectors like national security. And therefore, I thought I'll take note of this. You know where to reach us. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like us, share our YouTube channel. Of course, keep sending your comments. And your feedback, as you know, is extremely important to us and to me personally. I will try and bring you a little more easier subject next week, hopefully, which is more of immediate concern to India. But quantum mission and quantum technology mission was important to be flagged. And therefore, this episode. For the time being, it's goodbye.